What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. Today's video is going to be a Lackey installation tutorial for Mac OS. So this is just wanting to make sure that everybody in the community who has either a Windows or a Mac now has an option for playing on Lackey, get as many people playing on Lackey as possible, because that's the best option that we have for playing online right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully not stumble too much through this tutorial. I'm not a Mac guy. But I've got a MacBook Pro from like 2013 or 2014 here, so it's might be a little slow in getting to where we need to go and what we need to do, but should be all right and should be pretty generic as far as the installation on Macs. Like there shouldn't be anything too specific. This is running Big Sur, which is the latest version available or like compatible with this. But I know some of the other people in the who use Lackey for redemption and stuff have gotten it to work with Monterey and some of the other more recent versions of the Mac OS. So I'm just going to walk you guys through the installation instructions that the Jambi posted on the Cactus forums. So let's just go ahead and start there. So cactusforums.com. And alright, so go directly to the forum. Under Play Group and Tournament Central, one of the child boards is Redemption Online Gaming. So go there, and then Redemption Gaming on LackeyCCG. And the fourth one down, installing Lackey on latest Mac OS. It used to be a little more complicated. It used to have use like a Windows emulator kind of thing, and just have the Windows version. But now now there's a Mac version of LackeyCCG that seems to be more functional, capable. I don't know. I don't know what the previous version or what was wrong with the previous version. It just didn't seem to work with the latest versions of Mac OS. So now I think that is fixed. I believe from what I can tell. But if not, let me know in the comments if you think you have any issues with the version, like you think that you're that like it's not working and it might be related to your version. If you're not sure how to like what version you have, you can just go up in your top right or top left corner of your screen, click the little apple and then about this Mac, and it will tell you what version of Mac OS you're running. But yeah, I'm on Big Sur. I think it's version like 11.7.2 or 2.7, one of those. I guess I could just pull it up right here. Yeah, 11.7.2. So that's what I'm running this on, and clearly it works. So, well, at least it will be clear by the end of the video, hopefully. So now we just need to download the Mac version of it from LackeyCCG.com. So let's go there, LackeyCCG.com. And it's a little bit small here, but hopefully you can see all right. The latest Lackey downloads are in the top left corner. Second one down is LackeyCCG for Mac. Go ahead and click on that. And then we'll go ahead and just open that up. It'll go to your downloads folder, or it should go there. So go ahead and wait for that to load. Like I said, old laptop I'm working with here and trying to run OBS and other stuff at the same time is yeah, making things slow. There we go. So now if you just double click on that, that should start unzipping this zip file. If you double click on it from Chrome, it should start doing that as well. Alright, and now it gives me this LackeyCCG folder. It's got all of the sweet Lackey stuff in it. I'm just going to go ahead and right away drag that over to my applications folder so that I don't have to keep it in downloads. That'll bring me over here to applications. I can double click on the Lackey folder and you can see the application is right here. If you go ahead and try to run that, then it's going to give you this pop-up here, most likely that cannot be opened because the developer cannot be verified. Basically just Mac OS is trying to tell you that you don't know where this file came from. It could be dangerous. You better watch out. So what you'll have to do here is if you go back to your LackeyCCG folder, you can just right click on the application or one of the folders here. I mean, yeah, just do the application, and then you can do new terminal at folder. That will give you the LackeyCCG path, which we'll need for the command that we're going to have to run in here. So I'll just go ahead and pull up the instructions here on, let's go ahead and minimize or do that. There we go. So we can hide that. We can bring back the terminal. Let's go ahead and make the terminal a little bit easier for you guys to see. And so we have to put in this command down here, but this command requires that you have the LackeyCCG path. It's kind of one of the more complicated parts of it. That's why we opened the terminal from the Lackey folder, because then we were already there. So then what you can do is you can just type in pwd. Like it's the present working directory that you are currently in. So I'm in applications, LackeyCCG, LackeyCCG app. So I'll just go ahead and right click and oops, not paste. I guess once you highlight it, it already like copies it for you when you're in the terminal. So I've already got it copied, but you can just do right click copied or command C if that makes you feel better here. So I'm just going to put an XATTR, go into the extended attributes, do -dr. That's like a basically saying that I want to delete this attribute, which is com.apple.quarantine, and then go ahead and copy or paste in the path right here. And if you hit enter, doing a little bit of thinking, I guess. Okay, looks like it got through. Then you should just be able to go back to your Lackey folder here in the Finder. Right click or double click. And now suddenly nothing is telling macOS not to trust Lackey, and so it opens up. So that's it for installing Lackey. I'm going to go ahead and get redemption on here because that's what I assume most of you are here for, but if not, that's cool too. I don't really need the tutorials, so I'm just going to say don't show at startup, and the first thing everyone should do when you go into Lackey is go into preferences, sound, and then uncheck to disable all sounds. I don't like when it does like the welcome to Lackey and all of that stuff. Some of them can be helpful if you want to like know when your opponent is searching a zone that they aren't normally able to see or something like that. But I just like to turn all the sounds off, especially because I do recording. Anyways, so then you go to the plugin tab. I guess also you can set up the rest of your preferences if you haven't already in the like your player profile, that kind of stuff. We'll put in the jailer, and you can customize all that kind of stuff. I go through this in my Windows like Lackey tutorial. I guess that it's kind of beyond the Windows specific part of it, but I think it's part 2 of my the other Lackey tutorial. So I don't know, maybe this will be part 3, installing it on Mac. That doesn't really make sense, but I haven't figured that out yet. So anyways, let's go to the plugin tab. So this is just a reminder for anyone who hasn't installed or hasn't gotten the redemption plugin, or you didn't watch my Windows tutorial, which why would you if you're on a Mac? That makes sense. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the forums, go to Redemption Gaming on LackeyCCG here. So just go back one page to where it just was, where we just were, and then you can go to either installing LackeyCCG and Redemption plugin, or just this LackeyCCG plugin location is all we really need here. You can find the information either way, but I'm just going to highlight this link right here and do copy. I'll open Lackey back up and do paste auto update URL. So this is going to put in the link that I just copied, and then installer update from URL. And this is the same link that you're going to use every time there's a Lackey update. So you can just go into your recent URLs and click on this, and then do install or update from URL, and that will give you all the new stuff. So once once new cards are released, like the Redemption Roots or whatever's new as of the watching of this video, you'll be able to just get that from this link. So now it looks like it got everything here, so I can load Redemption plugin now. And here we are. That's a redemption card. Make that big again. And so now I can go in, and again, if you want to get familiar with Lackey and have me walk you through each tab and that kind of stuff, you can go back to my part 2 of the Lackey tutorial series, and I'll be going through everything from making a deck, kind of doing a mock game, showing you how to connect to other people online and play. So that's it for getting redemption on Lackey here. And let's see, let's go ahead and load up the J deck here. J deck is a cool deck because it's the J deck, and J's are cool. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys learned from it. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them either in the comments, and I'll see them eventually. You can also put them in the Lackey Help Desk channel on the Discord if you're on there. If you're not, you should join because it's cool and helpful, and especially if you're on Lackey and you want to be finding games, you can use the Lackey Coordination channel to figure out who's around and not just have to like sit and stare at the server tab here, like as you're waiting for people to hop on. Usually people don't hop on unless they already know that they're going to be playing a game, or at least that's what I do, and what I assume that most people do, because obviously what I do is what makes the most sense. Okay, anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you next time.